Now you guys can clap for the graduating class of 2022. There's a saying that they always save the best for last, but in my case, I think everybody before me has said everything I plan to say. So just like every English assignment I've had, it always ends in a summary, so I'm just going to give a summary of what they said. I'll try not to. To the graduating class of 2022, what an honor it is for me to be able to give the last words to you as we leave here today. With that being said, I struggled to find out what I wanted my last words to you guys to be. I spent many class periods, lost many hours of sleep, and gave up some of my last opportunities to eat the school lunch nachos, just figuring out what I wanted to say. But then one night I sat in my bed, and I thought, when I think of the class of 2022, what are the first words that come to my mind? I wrote down many words that night. But we've already been sitting here for about an hour and a half, so I would just share two of them with you. The first of those words was perseverance. As everyone in this stadium knows, we have not been able to experience what many would call the normal high school experience. Midway through our sophomore year, on a day in which many of us spent listening to Eternal to Take by Lil Uzi Vert, we were informed that we'd be put on a 2-week break due to the coronavirus outbreak. And that 2-week break seemingly turned into a 4-week break, which turned into a 6-week break, which ultimately led to me enjoying school from the comfort of my own bed. At first, this had many benefits. No more 7:20 a.m. wake-ups, no more tickets for parking in the wrong parking lot. And for many of us sitting in front of me, schoolwork seemingly just got a lot easier really quickly. But as time went on, this time away from school as we've grown to know it took a toll on many of us. Activities such as student sections, band recitals, and school plays were no longer taking place. This break could have led to many of us giving up, but not the 600 people standing in front of me. Instead of giving up, we rose to the challenge. We found ways to support our sports teams. We found ways to continue to excel in the theater. And after all the dust settled, we were back in school. And that same persevering mentality helped us to not miss a beat. When we returned, we won state championships. We won state championships.
Yeah!
We made award-winning performances in the theater. And we all played the biggest part in becoming the #1 student section in the state of Michigan, baby. All these accomplishments lead me into my second word. And that word is legacy. If nothing else, we can all leave this school knowing that we not only continued the tradition of excellence, but we raised the bar. We set a new standard for the future of academics in this district, and we also set a new standard for the future of athletics in this city. Years from now, people will look back on the accomplishments during our time here and realize that what we have done here is a new standard. Yes, all these things came to my mind when I thought of the word legacy. But when I really dove deeper, as I sat in my bed that night at 12 o'clock with homework to do and school at 7:20 the next morning, I realized that our legacy will be much deeper than what we have done here. And that each one of us has the power to leave our legacy on something much more than Grand Blanc, Michigan. All of you have the power to leave your legacy on this world. We must all use the tools that we have acquired here at Grand Blanc High School these past 4 years to fuel us in our mission to leave our legacy on the world. And that mission, ready or not, starts here today at Frank Thomas Field. So as we prepare to leave each other and turn our tassels on this chapter of our lives and step into the next, I challenge you all to use the tools that we have gathered here together to fuel your mission to leaving your legacy on this world. And I hope that mission leads all of you into a next chapter that is just as successful as this one we have created here together. So with all that being said, the moment we've all waited for, I invite all of you to stand, join me. Parents, please, this is the time to pull out your video cameras. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say my famous saying one last time on this stage in front of everybody. As you go on, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the heart in the dog. So with that being said, class of 2022, I invite you to turn your tassel and turn the page on this chapter of our lives. Thank you all.